Honey. My name is Kannon.
All right, now I'm ready. Sorry.
My name is Kannon. Honey means hi in the Chippewa language. I researched the Chippewa tribe. Today I will tell you about the Chippewa. My speech will include their location, home and shelter, food, clothing, roles of tribal members, an important leader, and celebration ceremonies. Now, as I read further, you will learn more about the Chippewa Indians. Now you will learn about the Chippewa Indians' location. The Chippewa live near the Great Lakes area, Canada, near the Atlantic Ocean, and in North America. They lived in a wet climate near lakes and rivers. They lived in a very snowy climate. Today, they're located in southern and northern America. They live in modern houses like apartments, and they live on multiple reservations. The Chippewa lived in teepees and wigwams. The wigwams were more for woodland people that were not as nomadic. Teepees were for the nomadic parts of the tribe. Wigwams were made of birch bark, and teepees were stick frames in a cone shape with animal hide on top. Teepee's hide was usually very thick because a teepee was meant for warmth. Teepees had a hole on the top for smoke from fires and light. Wigwams were for small families. Wigwams were for people intending to stay longer in certain areas. They can be 10 feet tall. Now you learn about the food sources. The Chippewa people farmed wild rice and went fishing and hunting for small game. They also hunted buffalo. They made a lot of resources from buffalo. The Chippewas' hunting methods were bows and arrows for small game, spears for fishing and hunting buffalo, and a knocker for ricing. The knocker is a long stick used to knock rice into the boat. They also trapped buffalo against cliffs. Next, you will learn about the Chippewa clothing. From their food sources, they used animal skin and thin layers of birch bark. Some examples of animal skins are deer skin, rabbit skin, squirrel skin, and beaver skin. In warmer months, they wore long dresses with removable sleeves and breech cloths. In colder months, they wore cloaks and ponchos, cloth blouses, and jackets with beaver. For traditional purposes, they wore leather headbands with feathers sticking out of the back. Men shaved their heads mohawk style. They also wore long braids with porcupine roaches, which are male headdresses, and their braids. They wore long headdresses and painted themselves bright colors and wore tribal tattoos. This next part is about the roles of tribal members. Men's responsibilities were hunting and war. Women's responsibilities were being farmers, taking care of their children, and cooking. The children played, went to school, helped around the house, went hunting, fishing, and they had less playtime because of the chores they had to do. They played lacrosse and with dolls. For entertainment, they would tell stories, do art, and make music. Men and women did things to help the community, such as making medicine and rice. Next, you will learn about the important leader. His name was Keshawash, a.k.a. Chief Buffalo. He was born 1759 and died September 7, 1855. He was important to the tribe because he signed treaties in 1825, 1826, 1837, 1842, 1847, and 1854 to prevent the Chippewa from having to go to secured Indian reservations for his people. Each year, after harvesting rice, the Chippewa held a ceremony to give thanks for what they had harvested. This was called the Ceremony of Thanks. Chippewa also was thankful for their medicine. They practiced a medicine form called medicine, or Great Medicine Dance. It is called the Great Medicine Dance because doctors dance around the sick to call to the gods for help. In exchange for tobacco or food, medicine men or women healed the sick and performed ceremonies. That was life as a Chippewa. My speech included information about their location, home and shelter, food, clothing, roles of tribal members, a leader, and ceremonies. The Chippewa Indians are interesting to research. The most interesting thing I learned was the Great Medicine Dance. Thank you for listening to my speech. Now I will show you my diorama. These are the it's a colder month right now, so these are their jackets with beadwork. That's a totem pole. That's a wigwam with decoration on top. That's a river, a rapid river, because those are sticking out nearly as high as people. And that's one of the fires. That's where they can